This is what you're playing for in the 2022 World Series of Poker Main Event. Holla back.
All right, welcome to main event coverage here on our YouTube channel. It's getting intense. I'm putting on the sunglasses. Donnie Peter's not here. He's playing in the main event. Things are gonna get wild. Let's see how he does. But also, we have Maria Ho, Barstool Nate, $1 million bounty winner Matt Glantz on the show today. And we kick it off with Vince Vaughn and Phil Hellmuth presenting the 2022 WSOP Main Event Bracelet. We walk around the building, we check out whatever's happening in the main event, but stay tuned for this block and many more. All right, joined by Vince Vaughn, Master of Ceremony. They carried you into the building.
That's right.
It's quite impressive to watch.
Yes.
Describe today, because it was really exciting and you got to hold that bracelet.
Yeah, well, it's exciting, so exciting to be here at Bally's, you know, knowing that this is the first time that it's ever been here on the Strip.
Yeah.
How exciting is that? And just so nice with everything that's going on to see so many people out, optimistic, competing, and a lot of good energy here, so it's super fun. And that bracelet's impressive. I felt a little bit like Vaughn on the Lord of the Rings, like, oh my goodness, I really hand this thing back. But yeah, it's just a fun day to be a part of, and yeah, the bracelet's beautiful.
Right. So last year, this guy took a horrendous bad beat in the bounty tournament.
Yes.
I'm sorry to remind you of this.
Yes.
This year, unfortunately, we don't get to see you play, but
Yes.
Are you itching more and more to get involved, seeing these crowds?
You know, it's always so much fun to play. Next year I'm going to clear my schedule, so hopefully I'll be able to compete a little bit more. But it's just nice to be around. You know, what a thrill to get to play with Akkari and Joe, even in the heads up. I did the Turbo last year with all those guys I've been a fan of forever. So, you know, it's a blast.
So, World Series Poker Main Event has been a staple. You know, back to 03, Moneymaker, Norman Chadlaw, McCarron,
Unbelievable.
all those people. Were you a fan watching the game as well for all those years?
I was. You know, I grew up in a family that played a lot of cards, not just poker. And then No Limit wasn't something.
You gonna
I was
interview
super-
this
My
guy?
man,
Oh
how
my
you
God.
doing?
You gonna interview this
Good
guy?
to see you,
Yes,
Phil.
he's a
How
bigger
are
deal
you?
than you, Phil, somehow.
I wouldn't say that. Not around here. Not around here. Phil's the man.
All right, here's my tweet. Always good to get time with Vince Vaughn. I'm happy that Vince is Master of Ceremonies for 2022 WSOP Main Event. I can confirm Vince is a good guy. We had a 3-hour dinner with Boone and Tim Ferriss.
That's right.
Nice guy, good guy, something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Let's get a
awesome.
shot.
Feeling
dude.
is feeling is
hijacked interview.
There we go.
Let's
Go
do
in
it.
right in, get right in there. I don't get to be in selfies. That's all right.
Awesome.
Hi, Vince.
Good?
Yeah. And I remember watching him so much and what a fan
You look
I
good,
was. So
brother.
much personality and fun to watch.
You look
And
good.
we all got into it. Thank you, you too. So
All right, you guys go play, have fun.
Such a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. That's it, guys. The World Series of Poker stuff happens here. It's nuts.
Yes! I won! Oh, baby, let's go! How lucky am I? Oh, you know, I won half. Whatever, I'll take it.
$1 million bounty event, new at the World Series of Poker this year. $1 million, of course, pulled by the luckiest man on the planet, Matt Glantz. We're going to talk to him in just a second, but the atmosphere in here is absolutely electric. There's a pirate on stage. I thought it was going to be Jeff Platt, but I guess Jeff put a pirate suit on. I'm not entirely sure.
We are revealing gold chest envelopes for the World Series of Poker $1 million bounty event. So if you draw a gold chest ticket, you get to come up here, pull an envelope from here that's worth at least $25,000. Could be 50K, could be 100K, could be 250K, could be $500,000, could be $1 million. Not anymore though. Matt Glantz just won the $1 million. So we open up the chest, and here's what you see: all of the envelopes. You pick one and only one.
It's a one.
It is a one.
Uh-oh.
It is a one.
Here it is. You ready, Kat?
I'm ready. Go for it.
Oh, my God! Yeah!
Where do you rank in between like Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy?
Above both. Above both. I'm giving away $1 million. When does Santa Claus do that? $25,000 for Corey Smith. You'll take it. You'll take it. Not bad.
Did he look disappointed to win $25,000?
Yeah, but then at the end he said we'll take it. So like it's you know like, maybe a little bit of disappointment is there. I think a little bit of disappointment has to be there once you're walking up here. 25K is the minimum, right? All right, I'm gonna open this up. Take one envelope. Inside $25,000 for Johnson. Not bad. Not bad. It's $25,000. You're welcome. $25,000 for Adam. Not bad.
All right, there's the envelope, big reveal.
Opening up the bounty, $25,000. Let's hear it for Gabriel, everybody.
Not bad. Still, it's only a 1K buy-in. They're already in the money. He just picks up 25K. Life is pretty good. All right, joined now by the luckiest man in the room at this very moment, probably for the end of time. Matt Glantz, one of your biggest wins ever. There was no strategy involved. How does it feel to pull $1 million?
Feels pretty lucky. I mean, I'm pretty sharp with this stuff, so I swapped 10% with Volpe and sold Xuan Liu 10%. So with those two guys in my corner, you know, I just knew when I'm going there and pull with their luck, I just couldn't miss.
I mean, the guy who you knocked out to pull the bounty, you gave him a 5K reward. Describe that situation.
Yeah, so he was a nice kid. Actually, I never seen him before, but I could tell he played really well. We got a couple of hands together, and he even said he's moving to Philly. He just moved to Philly, where I'm from. I've never seen him around, but we got a couple of hands, and the last hand was 10s versus his jacks versus another guy's ace king with a smaller stack, and I hit a 10 on the turn. It was kind of a spot where it was just inevitable to get it all in. But I felt bad for him, and he handled it really well. So I found him after I got the $1 million, and I was just like, "Hey, man, you know, I appreciate the way you handle yourself, and I think you play great, and I want to give you like a little something to remember. 5K seemed appropriate, so I'll always have that to remember."
You played poker for so long. You grind so hard. You play the biggest buy-ins. You've made big runs into 50K as the pirate is just yelling out these big scores to these players. What I'm curious about is how different is it, you know, basically winning this as sort of in a gambling scenario versus winning it in a poker tournament?
So I guess, I mean, it's more fun this way. I mean, in front of everyone, and you know, like you're excited, I'm squeezing the paper and everything. But I mean, when I won a tournament, I think I won an EBT high roller, it was like 850, so it was almost $1 million. But that was like stressful. I was like, you know, really in the grind, thinking a lot about everything. But this, you're just squeezing. It's just like a lottery, so it's so much fun. And I think everyone loved it who wasn't in the tournament. Everyone who's in the tournament kind of was hating on me winning it because now they can't win it.
Right.
But it was fun.
Are you going to campaign with the Hendon mob to put this on your list of results?
I don't care. What do I care?
For this event, though, $750,000 up top for the win. Is it hard to still take this seriously after such a big adrenaline rush?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be as focused. I was pretty focused before I got the bounty, and now it's been like, you know, nonstop people asking for interviews and people. I mean, crazy. Just people want to take a picture of me because I won $1 million. So crazy. And I'm okay. You know, my phone's ringing off the hook. So, but it's kind of distracting. But whatever. I'll hunker down and try to win this too.
$1 million Glantz right here. He's going to pull more bounties, so he might still win the 500K. Anyway.
Got 2 more coming right now.
Oh my God, this guy's so lucky. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Well done, sir. Well done.
No, but don't stop.
One time.
One time.
One time.
Oh my God, so unlucky.
That's all right.
So unlucky.
Maria, please tell me, how's your day going?
Pretty good. I have over 2x starting stack, but it's still early, so you know, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. It's easy to do that because this is the main and everybody wants to be really excited, but I'm just doing my thing, slow and steady.
We just want people to say, I'm going for it, I'm going nuts, I'm check raising, I'm doing all this stuff. You're doing like the main event thing.
I'm trying to be professional about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's very disappointing. How'd your table go? Anyone fun?
Well, so I had a table that I got to know, and you know, you got all the reads, you got all the info, and then they broke us. So I just moved to this new table for the last level, and they're a little bit harder to figure out. So I'm still maneuvering and just trying not to get caught.
Wow. Final question. What place are you going to finish this year? Give me your prediction.
Ooh, I really, really feel good about at least a final table. Like again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, and I want to be realistic. I feel like saying first place is unrealistic, but you know, final table I feel like is a goal that I can attain.
We have 8 spots left to fill at the final table. Maria is going to be there.
Yep.
All right, stay tuned.
Calling my shot.
Picked up them big bugs. Man.
All right, day 1C of the main event, joined by Xuan Liu. Did you or did you not have it?
Just now?
Yeah, he's not here. He can't hear us.
I may or may not have had it.
Right.
I wasn't sure if I had it, to be fair, but it turns out I had it.
She had it. Like I always say in the main event, they always have it. Anyway, she doesn't always have it because on high stakes poker, you're ripping in some bluffs, having a lot of fun. Let's look back on that for a second. What was it like to play in your first high stakes poker?
It's so memorable. Oh my God, what a privilege. I wish I could play that game every day for the rest of my life, just like this time right here. You know, being able to play poker for a living is just such a dream.
And then, of course, you get to play with Doyle and a whole bunch of other legends. Who stood out the most to you as far as from an experience perspective you would tell, like, your grandkids about?
100% Doyle and Jen Tilley. I mean, Jen is just like a legend, not just in poker, but also mainstream. So, like, I've had people who know nothing about poker message me and tell me how jealous they were.
So I haven't seen you around as much as you used to. You used to grind the circuit. Now we don't see you as often anymore. However, you picked your spots in such a great way, you know, high stakes poker, main event, racking up some chips at the start of the day. Are you being more selective, or have you gotten a bit more excitement for the game and now you're back?
Honestly, a little bit of both. I kind of have a couple of other gigs. Obviously, I'm representing Poker Power right here, but I'm also working for WPT a little bit, doing some charity and special projects stuff with them. So that's been really challenging and really fun.
So Poker Power, ladies event, I saw the patches all over the place. Great turnout for the event. We were lucky to do commentary on that final table. Talk to me a little bit more about what you guys are doing.
Our founder, Jenny Just, and our managing director, Aaron Leiden, they have been in the finance industry, which is, very male-dominated, so they understand what it's like being, in that field and having to sort of climb upwards every step of the way as a female. And so they're trying to bring, poker very much mainstream, and we're trying to teach 1 million women how to play poker, and trying to change really the industry of gaming and travel and all of that, just to make things more equitable for everybody.
So do you think there are specific things that the poker industry or you guys can do to really make poker even more inviting for women to play?
100%. What Poker Power specifically is trying to do is teach women and men that there's so many transferable skills in this game that apply to all facets of life. In business, in, literal decision making for anything you can think of.
Wow, it's amazing. Well, she's gonna make a deep run in the main event, but remember, if you see this, she always has it. So just fold, right? That's the motto.
Yeah, don't read the update blogs at all.
Don't ever read that. Anyway, thanks guys. Stay tuned for more. All right, day one, see you at the main event. Two males in what prime physique looks like right here in the main event. Barstool Nate. Are you not going to bluff it off this year?
I mean, that's all anybody talks about.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, so last year, last level of the night, I bluffed it. I had a pair and a flush draw. I bluffed it all off on the turn with 4-3 of spades. Some people have told me that's not a good hand to punt the main event with, so to speak. This year I have 125.5 going into final level. I had about 150, and then Kevin Martin put me in his pocket. So he was on my left. He freaking cold 4-bet ace-4 diamonds against my ace-king, and he flapped diamond, 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 and that's a 5 diamonds.
5 diamonds?
That's flush, yeah.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, so but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Smitty's out here. He has like 160.
Mincy's out.
Mincy's playing tomorrow.
Wait, didn't he bust? What else did he play? He tweeted some photo about busting something.
Oh, who knows?
Anyway.
Mincy lives in his own Mincy world.
Got it. He's not watching baseball anymore, so that's good. I'm glad that's done now.
But no, I feel a lot better. I'm not going to bluff it off. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood? Okay, I want to know though. You've gone through a lot of emotions at the main event. You had a ton of chips a couple years back.
Yes.
You bluffed it all off
Yes.
last year.
Yes.
So what's going to be the emotion this year?
So I've played 4 main events and I've punted it twice.
Okay.
That's Hall of Fame numbers right there. My emotions are I'm just peacefully grinding. I'm not getting out of line. I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm not being a hero. I'm fighting when I need to fight. I'm putting my sword down when I need to put my sword down. And I just got moved to a new table. I have a 90-year-old on my left. I hope to put him into a locker. And
that's so mean.
Hey, his 10K, my 10K, someone has to make money, and I prefer it to be me. And I want to finish the night strong and not have to fly home tomorrow. Flying home tomorrow would literally be the worst day of my life.
I mean, the main event's such a special event, and it's cool that you guys come out here every year now. Is it the type of drug where once you've tasted it, you always have to have it every year?
Oh yeah, if I had $10,000 left to my name, I would play the main event. I would figure everything else out later. It's must play. It's my favorite day of the year is playing day one. I woke up happy and excited. I had an omelet, you know, I had some fruit, I had some coffee, and I'm playing good poker. It's super fun out here, and it's a great main event. Moving it to the Strip is paying dividends, and let's just hope that I don't punt that tournament again.
Are you considering perhaps bringing a roast beef sandwich to the main event on day 2?
Bro, I might never eat a roast beef sandwich again. I just, you know, like you had like that one alcohol in college and you can't drink it anymore. Watching him pulverize that roast beef sandwich has just turned me off of roast beef. It made me like Phil again though.
Right.
But my heavens, I'm out on roast beef.
It was funny to see though how that clip got so much traction. I mean, you guys ran with it as well.
Oh, yeah.
And the people just like roast beef. Oh no, it's Hellmuth. It was about Hellmuth.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep. That's my boy Art.
All the best luck to you.
Fucking go Art.
Love it. But
I do about Chick-fil-A for all the dealers.
He's a good man.
It's just a phenomenal day out here.
It is. Good vibes only.
Good vibes only. We're having a good time. Nate's not gonna punt it off, so we're gonna actually save. We're gonna save this.
Yes, please.
And then show him this footage if he does punt it off.
I'm gonna fold aces if I have to.
Are you gonna do something to like prevent yourself from punting? Say like, I'll do something dumb if I punt. Just jump into Bellagio Fountain or something. I don't know.
I belong in jail if I punt this. I literally will take myself to jail.
Can I take a piece of pie to your face if you punt it off with no pair?
You can frame me for murder and I'll admit to it. That would be a better feeling than punting this year.
All right, Barstool Nate.
But hey, day 2.
Oh, that doesn't count anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you punt that all you want.
Day 1 rules. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned.
Okay, here is the World Series of Poker main event bracelet. Oh my God, this thing is just so beautiful. Some people would say a little gaudy, but no, it's a championship. One person a year gets it. This is not too gaudy for the 2022 World Champion of Poker. What I think of for me personally is, for my personal journey, is I think, hey, listen, I just finished second. I started with 40,000 chips, I ended up to 28 million. That really hurt. That was like 4 or 5 days ago. It really hurt to finish second. You know, people are like, well, you won 370,000, it's another second. Yeah, but I mean, I wanted poker history, I wanted number 17. And it's my 3rd second in like my last 25 tournaments at the World Series, which is crazy. It's supposed to be crazy good, but of course I'd trade all the seconds for one first, right? So I think to myself, hey, listen, you're in form right now, Phil. You know that you can use, there's 2 things that I can use: brain fuel, and I can work out every day before I come into play. And that's what allowed me to finish second. So I have momentum on my side to make a very, very, very deep run on this thing. I just talked to Hassan Ensan, and he was telling me what he was doing at night. You know, he was 55. So it's a very difficult thing to make a run when you're older. Those 12-hour days, intensity, pressure. And so I think I'm ready to do this. So, you know, maybe the brain fuel and the workouts will carry me to day 6 or day 7, and maybe momentum for the rest of the way. If you look at the championship, the main event winners, right? And there's a lot of great players, and there's gonna be some flukes. There's gonna be some guys that, you know, that aren't that great at poker, that held it together, even for 11 days. But, you know, I look at Corey last year. That's a great player winning a bracelet. So, you know, you want your name on that list, whether you're great or not. You want that name on the list. It's harder because there's, you know, going to be, what, 11,000 players? It's going to be some crazy record, right? And you know, you've got, you know, 10,400 amateurs. And so, but that's the fun of it. It's all about the hardware. I mean, I've been very blessed financially. You know, I mean, I might get lucky and become a billionaire in the next 20 years. it's not about the money, it's about the bracelets, you know, and that's why I'm so dedicated to the World Series of Poker. To come this close to 17 a few days ago, oh! And then you can't sleep for 3 days because you're thinking, well, what if I moved in on this hand? What if I played this hand? What if I did this? What if? It's all a series of what if questions. Now that's a healthy thing in the long run because I'm in form and I'm going to get tested again now in the main event. It can drive you, it's a little maddening to not win. This is what you're playing for in the 2022 World Series of Poker main event. Holla back.
All right, Andre Akkari also in the mix, day 1B of the main event. Got chips, survived. That's always the motto on day 1 of the main event. This guy, of course, already has a bracelet and came so close again this year. I have to ask you though, is that a memory that is very painful, or are you just proud of the deep run?
No, I'm proud. The tournament was 9 games. I'm not good in all the 9 games, you know, so I was trying to do my best, and got the second was amazing for me.
How important is it for you to keep chasing big results in these bracelet events? How important is it for your legacy, for your career, just for you as a poker player?
Oh, it's amazing because I have been playing poker for the last 17 years, and every time that I go to play, I look at my social media and my WhatsApp, and people are rooting for me. So they are playing with me, you know. So it's nice. Like it's kind of feeling that you're just happy if you are out, like, you know, soccer player or something like that. And I'm a poker player, so it's incredible. And besides that, like I play for my family, I play for the people that I help in Brazil, so it's amazing. For me, for myself, so it's great.
That's awesome. Always easy to root for this guy. I have to ask you though, is the main event still something special for you as well? For you, for your family, for your fans? Because it only happens once a year. It's the biggest event, the biggest prize pool, but still, when you sit down, it's just chips and cards.
No, it's different. It's special. It's the kind of celebration that the poker needs, you know. Everybody that's here, not everybody, but I could see a lot of people that they never played poker before, or it's the second time or third time that they're playing poker. They're playing their cities, their home games, and then they put the money together to come to the main event of the World Series, and then they are playing. That's so it's amazing. It's a great experience for everybody.
Give us an update on the state of poker in Brazil. We all know that Brazilians love to play poker. Is it still growing? Is the interest still going up? I mean, Neymar playing probably helps a lot as well. Like, what can you tell us?
Poker in Brazil is huge. It's huge. And more than that, I truly believe that, like, right now, in terms of skills, the Brazilians are the best in the world.
Wow.
I truly believe that. Like, Yuri, for me, Yuri is the best poker player live right now. And we have a lot of great grinders, like people that are playing online. They're super good, so many results, and proportionally, I believe that we are the best in the world. Not we, because I'm not involved on this anymore. Like I give some hard time for the hags here, but they're very good in Brazil.
How important is it that someone like Neymar, who has such a massive following, and of course you're very close with him, how important is it that someone like him shows that this game is for everyone?
Neymar is like he's special, you know. Like in everything that he does, he works like this. Like, he wants to know more. He wants to get involved, and people in Brazil seeing him doing that is amazing because they believe that poker is great. Poker is a nice hobby. It's something that they can get adrenaline. They can make some money sometimes, even if they lose. It's something that don't hurt them. So it's great. Neymar represents poker for Brazil and for the world in the best way.
Awesome. That's Andre Akkari. Gonna try to make a deep run in the main event. Brazilian at the final table, the main this year?
I'm gonna win.
You're gonna win it? Yeah, That's fine. No problem.
You can bet on me. Bet on me.
Bet on Andre. Stay tuned. All right, Eugene Katchalov, day 1B of the main event. First of all, Eugene, great to have you back at the World Series of Poker. However, circumstances sort of, got you back in here, which of course is terrible. Talk to me about what it's been like this summer being back here.
Honestly, it's been great, Remco. I've had a lot of fun. I haven't played in a couple of years, even more, I'd say. And I was thinking to myself, usually like when you play a full schedule, you get kind of tired towards the end of the series. It's actually nice. Like I'm really having a good time. So I do kind of, I've had a great time. I haven't had the best results. I cashed 3 times. But I would like to play next year again. So, it's definitely nice to be here, and considering what I went through in Ukraine, it's kind of, you just appreciate all the little, small things in life, and like the bust outs, like whatever the battle, like none of it matters. Like
Right.
it's actually like, you know, in some sense, it's had, you know, this positive impact on me to appreciate what's important in life.
So the story is well documented of you fleeing Ukraine with your family to make sure everyone is safe, and I believe you still have family also in Ukraine right now. How are things now for you and your family? You know, obviously you came out here, which probably means that things, at least within your family, have quieted down to a point where that's something that you could reasonably do. So give us an update on how things are now.
Sure. I personally don't have any. My wife's family was all there. Most of them left who could leave. The men, you know, the men in Ukraine cannot leave. You know, if you have a U.S. passport, unless you're over 60. So yeah, but most of our family's out, and we're staying in Czech Republic for now. My wife has to actually travel pretty often to Ukraine. I went back with her once, you know, just for her business.
Right.
So yeah, for now I think the plan is to stay in Europe because my business also is in Europe. So definitely kind of looking forward to going back there, and you know, praying that this somehow ends soon so that I can go back.
Right. So the situation got you out here because I'm assuming, looking at your Hendon mob and having not seen you in a long time, that poker was sort of in the rearview mirror. Did this sort of, I don't know, opportunity arise through these circumstances, and now you're all of a sudden realizing how much you still love the game?
I never lost my love of the game. I always loved the game. I kind of missed it. I didn't miss playing it professionally, but I didn't miss playing the game. I just didn't have much of a chance because I was kind of busy with work. You know, just kind of busy building our business with Luca. And
esports,
right. Yeah, Clash, yeah. And then, you know, when the whole thing with Ukraine arose, you know, I decided to kind of tweet my experience, and there was this incredible like response from the poker community that really, you know, was really supportive, and it really helped. So it kind of pushed me to even, you know, to share further, you know, my experience and then kind of connect, you know, and then the experience of helping people, you know, the month after, so many people reached out to me offering their homes, and I was, you know, we were just me and my wife were connecting people who needed, you know, refugees who needed homes with people who were offering homes. So that was just so good. And then, you know, when the World Series came about, I thought, why not go back and kind of reconnect with the poker community and try to raise some money also for Ukraine. So that's also partially why I'm here. You know, you know, a percent of my winnings is going to go to a charity that I've been fundraising for Ukraine. We've already raised a lot of money. So
name the charity and please tell people how to get involved.
Well, you can find the link to the charity it's pinned on my Twitter.
Okay, good.
It's the King Bedouin Foundation. I went through a bunch of different charities. I like this one because they were kind of transparent. They said only 5% they keep, 95% goes to 3 different vetted NGOs who've been around for, you know, 20 plus years. So yeah, we've raised over $60,000 already. So yeah, just trying to raise some more. Let's see.
I've covered this guy winning many tournaments over the last sort of 12 to 15 years. My question is though, how sharp are you still? Is it coming back? Were you rusty at all? And how does your skill now match up with all these young kids who are doing stuff that you probably never even studied back in the day?
For sure I was rusty in the beginning, but because I missed the game so much, like even in the smallest blind tournaments, I was just like looking, I was just trying to, you know, remember it all back, and it all started coming back to me. So definitely now, whatever, like over a month into it, I've, you know, remembered a lot, and, you know, playing with some of the really good players, you know, I've picked up on a lot of things that I've already kind of integrated in my game. So yeah, I'm having a great time and just like, you know, kind of relearning things, but having a good time.
Do you still get the respect? Do people still think, oh, Eugene, okay, I gotta be careful?
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I try to be realistic in these things. Like, I understand, like, I'm obviously not on the level of, you know, the top pros who play, you know, all the high rollers for sure. But I definitely think I'm still a favorite in the normal fields. Definitely feel very, very comfortable in those.
All right. Eugene Katchalov, go follow him. We will also put the link in the description of our video to check out his charity, and hope you make a deep run in the main.
Thanks, Remco. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
No, we have no idea. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Because you're not in the vlog.
You weren't even here.
I know I wasn't here.
You didn't even know what's in the video. It's a joke. It's a total joke. Donnie Peters abandons me to go play the main event. More on that later, by the way. We're going to do a day 2 vlog as well. By the way,
because I made it to day 2.
Yeah. How? Miracle stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching the vlog. Lots of stuff to be covered, lots more stuff to uncover as we do a vlog at the end of every day. So at the end of the full day 2 experience, we'll have another vlog for you guys, and then day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many days is this tournament?
Too many.
Too many.
Way too many.
Way more content coming up here on the YouTube channel. One more thing, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below with who you're following in the main event, and maybe we can do an interview with them as they go deep into this tournament. For now, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.